If you're just joining us, I'm taking a look at the Ten Commandments, that often cited, much debated, and seldom read list of commandments Moses brought down from the mountain after meeting God face to face. Last week, we looked at the first 4 commandments, all having to do with our relationship with God. This week, we'll look at the final 6 commandments, all having to do with relationships between and among human beings. Hello. I'm Stuart Baskin, pastor of First Presbyterian Church of Tyler, Texas. And this is your daily devotional for Monday, November 25th, 2024. Most of the 10 Commandments are stated as prohibitions against doing certain things. Don't worship other gods, don't make idols, don't kill, don't steal, and so forth. 2 of the 10 Commandments, though, are stated as positive commandments, commandments to do certain things. As we saw last week, the 4th commandment reminds us to keep the Sabbath. The first of the commandments regarding human relationships, the 5th commandment, is also stated as a positive command, and it is one of the commandments that has commentary attached to it. It reads, "Honor your father and your mother, so that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you." Honor your father and your mother. That seems pretty straightforward. Children, don't talk back to your parents. But, of course, there's more to it than that. The Hebrew word translated as honor here is the same root as the word for weight, as in how much something weighs. That kind of gives us a clue to the meaning of this commandment. It reminds us that we must give our parents more than the usual respect, and that their thoughts and opinions should carry more weight with us than the thoughts and opinions of others. Not only are we to give special weight to their thoughts and opinions, but we're to regard them more highly than we regard others, to respect them more than the usual respect that we have for others. Which begs the question, why? To answer this question, I want to lean into what it means to be a Presbyterian. The word Presbyterian derives from a Greek word, presbyteros. It translates in English to an elder, whether someone who holds the office of elder in the religious community, or simply someone who is older. We talk about elders in the community. In the Bible, there's a Hebrew word that is sometimes translated by the Greek word presbyteros. That word is zaken. It, in turn, derives from the Hebrew word zakan, meaning beard. So zaken literally means someone with a beard, though that is more figurative than literal, because both men and women can be referred to as zaken, elders. It just means someone who is older. I frequently mention this to both confirmation students and to officers-elect, and ask them what idea this really gets at. And they almost always answer correctly that it refers to someone with wisdom, because it is often the case that our elders tend to possess a level of wisdom younger people sometimes lack. It's not about intelligence as in IQ, but it's more about experience in life, experience that comes with making mistakes and learning from them, as well as experience in watching others make mistakes. I sometimes call it the ability to see around corners, knowing the likely outcome of a given action because we've seen it all before. I think what this commandment is really all about is giving due respect for those in our community who have lived a long life and experienced both successes and failures, and who therefore have something valuable to pass along to the rest of us. Notice that the commandment does have a bit of commentary added to it, and it's not unimportant. It's not just honor your father and your mother, but honor your father and your mother so that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. That is wise counsel. Pay attention to the wisdom that comes with age in order to avoid making the kinds of mistakes that threaten the future. It's not just about respecting our elders, although it is that. It is about ensuring long-term stability as a community. Do younger people have good ideas? Of course they do. But imagine a community that ignores its elders and their accumulated wisdom. That would be a recipe for disaster. because, as it turns out, we have an incredible repository of wisdom right in front of us, if only we'll listen. Tomorrow, is the sixth commandment a prohibition against all killing or against only certain kinds? But for now, may God continue to bless you and keep you in all that you do this day and in all the days ahead.